I collected a list of the best Quest 2 VR games and Project Cambria games that you can get on the Quest 2 for free right now. From $0 all the way up until $0. We're gonna start with BOGO. BOGO is basically a tutorial for someone who hasn't played VR before, and it's good. C. Next up, big screen VR. Big screen is really cool. You can watch films in VR, you can watch TV in VR. Although, I have one big thing about it that I do not like, and that is that so much of the stuff is region locked. So many of the shows and movies that I want to watch on it, I can't go to the cinema to see. I'm able to watch the TV shows for free, so you're able to too. But if you're in certain countries, you can't actually rent these films or go to the virtual cinema and pay for your movie ticket. So I love the concept, but I'm actually, even at that, I'm putting it in an A, even though I said all that. Next up is Bait. Here it is right here. Woo! Bait is actually a really fun one. It's a relaxing one, and it looks really cool. This is an older VR title. It's been around since the beginning of the Quest 1, possibly even before then, but I wasn't around before then. That'd be before my time! If you haven't played it yet, I'd recommend you check it out. If you don't have real VR fishing, play Bait. Bait is good, it's free. I actually really like this. I'm gonna plop it in at an A. Next up is Altspace. Altspace has a lot of potential. Altspace is something that Microsoft works on, I'm pretty sure, and they own this. It's a virtual platform, sort of like VR Chat, sort of like Rec Room, but not like either of them. It's basically the more formal version of all three of these. I'm gonna put it in at a C. Next up is Alcove. Alcove is a multiplayer meeting up type game. You can meet up with friends in VR. Oh, look at that. And it's free. Surprise! It's free. Alcove didn't work too well when I actually tried to play with friends. For some reason it just wouldn't work, but I love the idea. But I feel like I need to put it down on D. That doesn't mean it's bad. D is still alright. It's S, A, B, C, D. D is still A-okay. Next up is VR Chat. VR Chat, we all know VR Chat. But what if I didn't put it up here? No, VR Chat recently got rid of a lot of their mod support, which a lot of people were really angry about. They were like, ugh, this is annoying, but I never did that, so I really don't care. VR Chat is a really, really cool example of what the metaverse could be, or what it shouldn't be. VR Chat is like the internet unleashed inside of VR. People have all types of avatars, all types of worlds. Be careful if you let your kid on here. Don't let your kid on here. It's supposed to be 13 plus, and I'm pretty sure VR Chat is older than that. VR Chat is good, but it isn't the bestest on the Questest. It has lower graphics, but it has less worlds, kind of less skins, but they've done a phenomenal job of what's in there. And I feel like if I don't put it here, I will be attacked. So that's why I'm putting it here. Dun, 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 dun. Next up is Rec Room. Rec Room is a social platform that's available not only in VR, but also on PC, iOS, Android, Xbox, PlayStation. Rec Room is probably the closest thing that's in the VR space that is closest to the metaverse right now. You could argue that VR Chat is, but Rec Room is just on consoles too, which really propels it forwards with the amount of players that play this game. Rec Room has so many custom-built games in here. It's definitely more of a children overdosed area. People let their kids on there when they should not. It is supposed to be 13s plus adults. Be responsible adults and don't let your kids wander around. You're basically letting your kid wander around in a real life space. There's strangers here. It's not like they're any safer. If it's a virtual place, it's basically, hey, little Jimmy, go out, run the streets, come back at some other stage. That's basically the same as letting your kid run around in VR. Anyway, after my rant, I really like Rec Room. It has... I want to explore more. I'm putting it up in an S tier over here. Next up is Puppet Fever. Puppet Fever is an asymmetrical game. I think that's what it's called. Basically, one person plays in VR, and then multiple people can play outside of VR. They can play on their phones, tablets, and basically you connect with the app, and you're able to guess what the person in VR is miming out. So it's like a charades type of game, and it's free. This could be something fun to play at Christmas when you have a new headset and you want to get other people involved. Yeah, I would actually recommend this game. I'm gonna put it up at an A! Whoa! Next up is Poker Stars. If you're a big gambling addict, Poker Stars is for you. I don't know how to play poker properly. It's basically a casino in VR. You get to play poker, but there's also slot machines and there's also other games that you can play. I know how to play blackjack. That's one of the games you can play in there, and that's good fun. The whole thing is good fun with friends, and it's free. But you can spend money in this, like some of the other ones on this list. Where would I put it? I'd put it in with a B tier, right here. Next up is Poker VR, pretty similar to Poker Stars VR, but it seems like it's less popular. But I'm gonna put it in a C. Next up is Never Bored. Never Bored, they say. I couldn't get Never Bored to work. I played so much of this game Never Bored, trying to make it work, trying to connect with friends, and I just was not able to for some weird reason. And I saw the reviews on the store were pretty similar, but that has kind of changed. Some people have said it's playable now, but for me, no, I have not been able to play it, so I really can't judge this one. Should I be putting it anywhere? Maybe I should just put it, out of the whole thing. I'll put it in a D for now. It does have potential though, definitely does, and I feel like if I got to play it properly, I would move it up to a C or a B. Next up is Mission ISS. This one is straight away going up to an S tier, and I will tell you why. Mission ISS is probably one of the most experiences in VR, and if you didn't understand my translation there, is most disorientating experience you can play, apart from going around in a roundabout in VR chat in a playground or something. Mission ISS is a really fun experience / game, and you go up into the space station, get to explore it, get to do tasks, and there's also information videos so you can learn a bit while you're up there. Don't jump into this game if you're new to VR, and don't give your headset to someone who hasn't played VR yet and throw them into this game, because they will fall over. That's what'll happen. This is something that you build up to, okay? You build up to the hard stuff. Start on the easier things and get to the hard stuff, okay? Next up, Jurassic World. This is literally a 360 video. There is Jurassic World Aftermath, which is a game. It's not free. That's good. This is not. This is going down here. It's literally a 360 video that you could watch on YouTube. You don't need to be downloading it for. Next up is Invasion. Invasion is also a 360 video. These are all ones that were made basically for the Oculus Go, which was a headset before the Oculus Quest, and it wasn't as good. Invasion's going down here. I'm gonna have to slide it in here because there's not much room anymore. Next up is Horzion Worlds, and Horzion Worlds is a touchy one. Some people love it, some people hate it. This is Meta's metaverse push. This is basically their first step into building it in virtual reality, and Horzion Worlds is really promising. You can build and create things inside of here, and it feels more sleek than some of the other apps that are free here. This is a really well polished experience that has lots of games inside of it, user-generated ones, and also official games that you can check out. There's a lot of brand collaborations going on in here, like the Wendyverse, or there's even a Mini Cooper world, or different things like that. And they've actually moved Horzion Venues, which was where you go to watch events in VR, inside of Horzion Worlds. So to actually be able to view events now, you have to go inside of Horzion Worlds and then go to Horzion Venues, which is cool, but it's locked so many people out. Horzion Worlds isn't available over the whole world, so lots of people can't play this, which is really annoying. And now that they've moved Horzion Venues inside of here, people who used to be able to access Horzion Venues can no longer access Horzion Venues because they need to be able to get into Horzion Worlds. That being said though, I like it. I would put it at an S, but it needs a lot of work, so I'm gonna put it in at a B for now, but I would move it up there over time. Next up is Half-Half. Half-Half was actually a paid game originally, and this game right here, Half-Half, is basically your blob people, and there's a couple of mini games to play around. Unfortunately, the user base has really dropped off, and it was paid, so people did pay for it, and then it went free, and people weren't too happy about that, but hey, it's a game to check out. Anyway, why not check out all of them? Although, I'd put it down here in C. It's not at the top of my list. Next up, Gun Raiders. Gun Raiders is an interesting one. Gun Raiders is a solid shooter instead of VR, and it's free. I haven't played too much of it, but I know it's liked, and I feel like this is something that you would like, so I'm actually going to put it up as an S tier game. Gun Raiders is something worth checking out. There's a lot of maps, You load into lobbies extremely quickly, there's always people playing, and it's just a good fun. It's a more casual type of shooter game. Oh god, Gorilla Tag. Oh, if I put this in the wrong position, I will be slammed to smithereens, as they say. I don't know what to say about Gorilla Tag. If you don't know about Gorilla Tag, you've probably seen it on TikTok or somewhere. Gorilla Tag is where people act like crazy people and run around like gorillas playing a game of tag. It's extremely intense. You could smash something with this. You move your arms around so quickly that you get so sweaty. So make sure you have the space before you play this game. You don't want to go smashing your cat, okay? Or your TV. More important, your TV, actually. Gorilla Tag, though, is one of those easy to learn but hard to master games. It doesn't tell you what the controls are because realistically there's no controls. You just swing your arms around like and that's how you move. There's no buttons, so that's cool. I would put it at an A! Woo! There's let's move Puppet Fever there. Gorilla Tag, up at A. Next up is Oculus First Contact. Oculus First Contact is another tutorial to really show off the power of VR. It's a solid B, I'd check it out. It's a good tutorial, it's better than BOGO. Next up, Epic Roller Coasters. I'm sorry, Epic Roller Coasters. I'm gonna have to put you down a D. There's something about the game that I just doesn't click with me. It just seems kind of unpolished at the moment. There are a lot of paid coasters that you can get, but the free version doesn't offer too much, and the free version has pop-up ads, which I know you won't like too much of. Anywho, if you want a roller coaster ride, it's free, so if you want to go on a roller coaster in VR, yeah, check this out. It's cool. It is fun. You can do multiplayer, and you can use a selfie stick and hold it up and you when you're going down your roller coaster ride, so that's pretty cool. And finally is Echo VR. Woo! Echo VR is a phenomenally good free game. It could be paid. If it was paid, I'd pay for it. They have a battle pass, so if you really want to pay for it, you could. So, you think I'll put it in B? No, I'm putting it in S. Woo! S tier for Echo VR. It's free to play. It's really competitive. Again, easy to learn, hard to master. Similar to Gorilla Tag, but it's a really fun game to play. So that is the ultimate list of the best free games ranked in order from S to D. Anywho, I would advise checking them all out because they're free. Why not? Max out your storage. They won't fill up your storage, don't worry. If you agree with this list, let me know in the comment section down below. If I missed anything, point it out. I know you're gonna say Pavlov Shack. I just know it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe.